So I would like to ask you if you would be my sister.
I mean, I had a vision years ago that I had 5 wives and they were good.
Awesome! I have been pretty burnt out of watching 90 Day Fiancé, especially lately with the multiple part tell-alls that are just so forced and way too long. So it's been nice to watch something else that provides maybe even more cringe than 90 Day Fiancé does. Seeking Sister Wife has been one of those shows that brings drama that feels the opposite of forced. I mean, some of it is of course set up or edited in a certain way, but these people trying to find sister wives are just piling on those awkward moments, the unusual dynamics. It's so uncomfortable, and I'm here for it. Garrick and Danielle specifically are just so delusional, and it's fascinating to see how they make any sense out of anything that they are doing. This couple has said very early on that God told both of them to live a polygamous lifestyle, and in a previous video I will link in the description, we see Danielle go along with this lifestyle that only really benefits Garrick. She had even divorced Garrick to bring a previous potential sister wife to the US, but her body language on this show during interviews tells a very different story. Danielle does not seem to look like she's into this lifestyle at all, even when she's saying she is. And we don't see any benefits for her besides a sister or a friend. The fact of the matter is that she will have to share her husband with other wives that they find. And now that they are in Mexico with a new potential sister wife, Natalia, Danielle seems even less into this. She is not feeling connected to Natalia yet, and she does not think that they should move forward with proposing to her yet.
I'm not feeling fully ready. It's not right yet.
Natalia herself even questions if Danielle is okay with this lifestyle.
She says she senses that I'm not happy.
Because I think that Natalia is experiencing the same thing we all watching are. Danielle says she wants this, but looks absolutely miserable. And once it is pointed out,
You told me that you are afraid and that you feel a little afraid because of everything that happened with Roberta.
There is all of this tension after Natalia says that. And Garrick just looks annoyed. Not concerned for his wife, annoyed.
Me feeling sad right now?
But Natalia is not wrong, and I think Danielle took a rare chance to say how she really feels. Yet Garrick, of course, takes it as a fear that she just has to get over. But I'm glad that someone sees this for what it really is. Danielle is very sad, and Garrick does not give a shit. So his wife's obvious cry for them to stop this, or at least slow it down, is simply an inconvenience.
I know Danielle is scared, but yet at the same time, I really feel like God promised our family more than just Danielle.
Danielle is not enough for Garrick. That's been very clear. And the wildest part about this to me is that they have only been talking to Natalia for a few months. But Garrick is adamant about proposing to her before the trip is over. And during these scenes, it took me a while to figure out why there was such a rush. Why was he so set on giving her a ring right now? Even if they started the K-1 visa process, it is a long, expensive process. Making sure that this is right could save them a lot of time and money in the long run. So what was the angle? Why the rush? And then it became very obvious and gross. Because he says this.
I mean, I had a vision years ago that I had 5 wives and they were good.
And then he also says that his definition of when a woman becomes a wife is this.
When you're intimate, we believe that's what God has for a person to become one flesh.
So this is all about Garrick getting his 5 wives, and they become wives by sleeping with him after he proposes. That's what it is. That's the creepy rush. He does not mention a commitment ceremony or the K-1 visa marriage. Nope. The goal is to get a ring on a woman's finger, saying that's the commitment, and then sleeping with them. Garrick was already icky, but this makes him even more disgusting. This is not about religion. This is about sex with multiple women, 100%. And it's insulting to even bring God into that. God's not talking to him, his dick is. He is purely making stuff up to benefit himself. He's just making them a ring and then bringing them to his bed. And he hides behind this like calm, sensitive persona that seems very fake to me. But very interestingly in these episodes, you can tell that Natalia already sees through that, just like she sees through Danielle's obvious unhappiness.
You told me that God spoke to you, but I don't think God would like to see Donnie unhappy.
Danielle even points out that Natalia is right about how she's been feeling.
She's reading my emotions pretty darn well, and I'm nervous that it's gonna hinder her response to Garrick.
That feels so twisted. Ugh. That's like her saying, let me shove my feelings down to a dark place so I don't get in the way of my husband sleeping with his new fiance. I'm also getting the impression that Natalia is not fully understanding how quickly there will be more wives added too, because she is really surprised when she finds dating apps on Garrick's phone one evening.
Ele disse que iria sair de todas as plataformas de relacionamento. Não fui eu que questionei isso, na verdade eu nem sabia que ele usava plataformas.
I believe that he really said that. He is willing to say anything to get a ring on a woman's finger so he can finally sleep with them. She does say briefly that she knows the apps will come back for more wives.
When you look for another wife, you can reset your account.
Okay.
But I really don't think that she realizes how quickly that will be. And Danielle, again, gets upset. This time because Garrick would not delete the apps before, when she asked him to, but will now do it now that Natalia has asked him to. He's pretending to be all clueless, and he's pulling the sensitive card on Natalia because, I mean, he still has not slept with her yet. I bet her opinion matters a whole lot less after he does sleep with her. Danielle has this pattern of getting so upset with Garrick.
Just be like honest, like I am still really wanting to date more people because I feel like that's the bottom line.
But pushes it down and makes herself look miserable. But when it comes down to it, she still defends him.
Sensitive, kind, emotional person, and I know that he did not intend to hurt myself or Natalia.
She falls for the crying act, which is ironic because when she cries, Garrick doesn't care. I'm getting serious cult leader vibes out of this guy. They do end up talking about the dating app issue, and Garrick apologizes, then deletes all the 10 apps off of his phone. Yes, I said 10 apps.
Lots. 10.
He has this long-winded explanation for all of the apps, saying that it's hard to find people who want to be sister wives. The short answer, though, for why he has all of these apps is because he's a creep, and he wants his 5 wives that God promised him as quickly as possible. Nothing else matters. Yes, he is promising Natalia that he is deleting those apps, but he will install them on the ride back to the airport. I will give Natalia some credit here, because she does not seem to fall for the sensitive good guy act.
So I guess God had to fester something out of me that needed changed.
No repeats, yeah.
No more repeats.
But even though she sees through Garrick's act, she does still agree to be a part of their weird 5 wives cult.
So I would like to ask you if you would be my sister.
Danielle even gives her a sister necklace to make it official.
Yeah.
There's nothing like a vagina necklace to solidify your place in the cult.
Big Ed the Fly wants to remind you to subscribe to this channel.
You're my best view.
Danielle actually gave her the same necklace they had made for Roberta. She's the sister wife that did not work out, which I do find kind of weird that they are reusing that necklace, but they are going to have all 5 of the wives wear those necklaces. Also, Danielle seems completely fine now. I guess she shoved her feelings deep down and is now okay with being a sister wife with Natalia.
Sister, okay? No, kisses, no.
What was that? Maybe Danielle does get something out of this. Everything seems all happy after that. Garrick gets ready to propose. Danielle has completely shoved her sadness away and is pretending to be happy about it. So let's get this over with.
Você casar comigo? Yeah. Sim.
So blah blah blah, they're officially committed and Garrick gets what he wants. Little slimy snake. And we all knew what was coming next, but knowing didn't make watching it any less weird.
Bye bye then. Have fun sleeping.
So with his wife and kids right next door, Garrick officially makes Natalia a wife. He is just disgusting. And on the still to come scenes of the season, Garrick proves that he really is just trying to fast track creating his cult. We see a scene of Garrick and Danielle at the airport. I assumed at first that they were waiting for Natalia, but then this new woman appears. That's not Natalia. It's another potential sister wife.
We agreed not to be on dating sites, but at the same time, we're open to what God has.
So once he had bedded Natalia, Garrick was already on the hunt for the next of the 5 wives. He didn't skip a beat. With their last potential sister wife, Roberta, dating a potential 3rd wife was what caused a huge problem and made the 2nd wife back out. This situation is already insane, but Garrick's lack of patience to get to the next woman is what is hindering this whole thing from working. He can't just wait until the 2nd wife gets to the US to start on the next wife. I could see how that would scare the 2nd wife away. How degrading would that feel? Let me know what you think about this. I'm very curious now to see if potential wife number 3 scares off Natalia, but I'm also just hoping that Natalia comes to her senses and backs out of this craziness anyways. Again, let me know what you think and I will see you in the next video. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye!